Welcome to my channel, Unleash Your English, my friends. Tell me honestly, do you study English but still feel stuck? You understand words, but when you speak, nothing comes out. Maybe it happens to you too. You study hard, but you can't speak confidently. Don't worry, the problem is not you. The problem is the method. In this video, I'll show you how to fix it step by step. Real solutions that work in real life. Stay with me till the end, because this might be the video that finally changes how you learn English forever. Chapter 1. The real reason you're not improving. Let's be honest. You have tried many times to improve your English. You watched videos. You read grammar books. You learned hundreds of new words. But deep inside, you still feel something is missing. You understand, but you cannot speak freely. You know the rules, but your tongue gets nervous when it's time to use them. You start, then stop. You promise yourself, tomorrow I'll try again, but tomorrow looks just like yesterday. And you wonder, why am I not improving? The truth is simple. You are not bad at English. You are not lazy. You just learned in the wrong way. Most learners study English like a subject. They think English is something to memorize. But English is not a subject. It is a skill, a living, breathing skill that grows only when you use it. You cannot learn to swim by reading about swimming. You must jump into the water. The same is true for English. You must live it, speak it, listen to it, feel it every day. Many learners wait for the perfect moment. They say, I'll start speaking when I'm ready. But that moment never comes. There is no ready. You become ready by doing it, by trying, by making mistakes. Every time you speak, your brain grows stronger. Every time you listen, your ears get sharper. Every time you think in English, your mind becomes faster. The reason you're not improving is not because English is hard, it's because you are waiting to be perfect before starting. Think of a child. A child never says, I must learn grammar before I speak. They just start talking. They make funny mistakes, they laugh, and they keep going. That's how they become fluent. Adults forget this. They want to be correct all the time. But in learning English, perfection is not the goal. Progress is. Every small step you take matters. Every word you speak is a victory. You don't need a big, expensive course. You don't need perfect vocabulary. You need consistency. 10 minutes of English every day is more powerful than 2 hours once a week. Improvement is not magic, it's daily practice, small actions, and big belief. You already have everything you need. The only thing missing is confidence. From now on, stop calling English your problem. Start calling it your journey. Stop saying, I can't. Start saying, I'm learning. Because every time you speak, even with mistakes, you are improving. Your brain is listening, your mouth is learning, and your confidence is growing. You just can't see it yet. But one day you will wake up and realize you're speaking without fear. That day will come if you don't quit. So from today, change one thing. Stop being afraid of English. Smile at it, talk to it, play with it. Let it become a part of your life. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to keep going. Remember, fluency is not built in a day, it's built in moments, in practice, in courage. You can do this. You are already improving just by listening, just by trying, just by believing. This is your time to grow, your time to speak, your time to finally become confident in English. The real reason you were not improving was fear. But now you know the truth. You are not afraid anymore. You are ready. And this time, you won't stop. Chapter 2. Build a strong foundation. Step by step. Every strong building stands on a strong foundation. Without it, even the most beautiful house falls down. The same is true for your English. You can learn thousands of words, but if your base is weak, everything will feel shaky. You may understand a little but forget it quickly. You may speak a sentence but lose confidence in the next one. That's why the real secret to improving English is not in learning fast. It's in building slowly, carefully, and step by step. When I say foundation, I don't mean grammar rules. I mean small habits that make English a natural part of your day. Think of your English like a small plant. You must water it daily. Not too much, not too little. Just a little every day. When you keep doing it, the roots grow deep. That is how real fluency starts. You cannot see it at first, but deep inside, something beautiful is growing. Start with what you can control. You don't need to study for hours. Just pick one small goal for today. Maybe 5 new words, or one short paragraph to read, or 1 minute of speaking to yourself. Keep it small, but do it every day. When you complete one small step, your brain gets stronger. Your heart feels proud. That feeling will push you forward again. Most people fail not because they are weak, but because they want results too fast. They expect big changes in 1 week. When they don't see them, they stop. But English is not a sprint. It's a walk. A slow, beautiful walk that becomes easier every day. You cannot rush it. You must enjoy it. So take your time. One step, one day, one lesson at a time. Think of how a baby learns to walk. First, they crawl. Then they stand. Then they take one step, fall down, and get up again. They smile, they try again, and one day they walk. They don't give up just because they fall. You must be like that baby. Every mistake, every slow day is part of your journey. Don't be afraid of slow progress. Be afraid of stopping. To build a strong foundation, repeat what you learn. If you learn a new word, use it in 3 sentences. If you hear a new phrase, speak it out loud. If you watch a short video, write down the sentences you liked. Learning is not about doing many things once. It's about doing one thing many times until it becomes part of you. Another secret is balance. Don't just read, don't just listen. Don't just speak. Do a little of everything. Read a short story. Listen to a simple conversation. Speak 1 minute in front of the mirror. Write 3 sentences about your day. Each skill helps the other. Reading makes your speaking better. Listening improves your pronunciation. Writing helps you remember. Every small action connects together and builds your fluency. And remember to be kind to yourself. You are not in competition with anyone. You are learning something amazing, a new language that will open doors for you. You are growing your mind, your voice, your future. That is something to be proud of. So celebrate every small victory. Smile when you learn something new. Feel proud when you speak a full sentence. Those little moments are proof that your foundation is getting stronger every day. Improvement does not come from pressure. It comes from patience. It comes from love for what you are doing. Don't study English like a school subject. Live it like an experience. Enjoy every sound, every word, every small success. That is how your English will grow, naturally, beautifully, and forever. You already started building your foundation just by watching this video. You're taking your first real step in the right direction. So keep walking, keep learning, and soon you will see that your small steps have built something strong. A confident, unstoppable version of you who speaks English with pride. Chapter 3. Learn English through listening. When you were a baby, you did not start by speaking. You started by listening. You listened to voices, to sounds, to people talking around you. Slowly, your brain began to understand what words meant. One day, without thinking, you spoke your first word. That is how every human learns a language. Listening comes first, speaking comes after. So if you want to improve your English, you must make listening your best friend. Listening is not just about hearing sounds. It is about training your brain to understand rhythm, emotion, and meaning. When you listen every day, something magical happens. Your ears begin to catch new sounds. Your brain begins to recognize patterns. You start to think in English without even realizing it. The problem is, many learners spend all their time reading or studying grammar but never train their ears. And then they wonder why they can't speak fluently. The truth is simple. The more you listen, the faster you learn. Listening gives you real-life English. It teaches you how words connect, how people pause, how voices rise and fall. It shows you that English is music, not a list of rules. That's why you must listen every single day, even if it's only for 10 minutes. Start with something easy. Watch children's stories. Listen to slow English podcasts. Watch short YouTube clips about topics you love. When you listen to things that make you smile, learning becomes joy, not work. Don't worry if you don't understand everything. Focus on the feeling, not perfection. Your brain will slowly catch the meaning. Every time you listen, you are growing, even if you can't see it yet. One of the best ways to listen is through repetition. Choose one short video or audio and listen to it again and again. The first time, you understand a little. The second time, a bit more. The third time, you start to hear words you missed before. After a few days, those words will feel natural to you. That is real improvement. Listening again and again is not boring. It is how your brain becomes comfortable with English. Don't listen only with your ears. Listen with your heart. Feel the emotion behind the words. When someone in a story laughs, laugh with them. When they are sad, feel it too. That emotional connection helps you remember better. English is not just about grammar. It's about connection. Listening helps you connect to people, to stories, and to the world. Another secret to improving through listening is to shadow what you hear. That means to listen and speak along. Try to copy the speaker's tone, speed, and style. You might sound funny at first, but that's okay. That is how your mouth learns to move like a native speaker. Slowly, your pronunciation improves, your confidence grows, and soon, your English starts to sound natural. Make listening part of your daily life. When you are cooking, play English audio. When you are walking, listen to an English story. When you go to sleep, listen to soft English talks or affirmations. Let English become part of your world. The more you listen, the more your mind adapts. One day you will realize that you understand English without effort. It will feel like your second language. Remember, listening is not a test, it's training. It's how your brain learns naturally. So be patient, be consistent. Even 10 minutes a day will make a big difference if you do it every day. You are not just listening to words, you are listening to your future self, a more confident version of you who speaks clearly, understands easily, and feels proud. Every sound you hear is shaping that version of you. So keep listening, keep growing, and let English fill your world like music. Your ears are the door to fluency, and you already have the key. Chapter 4. Speak even if you're not perfect. Many learners wait for the right moment to start speaking English. They wait until they know enough words. They wait until their grammar feels perfect. They wait until they feel ready. But that perfect moment never comes. The truth is, you will never feel ready. You become ready only when you start speaking. Waiting for perfection is like waiting for the rain to stop before learning how to swim. You will never get into the water. You must speak now. Not tomorrow, not when your accent sounds better. Not when you learn more rules. You must speak today. Even if you make mistakes. Even if you are afraid. Even if your voice shakes. Every time you speak, you grow stronger. Every word you say builds confidence. Speaking is not just practice, it is transformation. It changes how your brain thinks and how your mouth moves. It gives your thoughts a voice. Remember this: nobody started speaking English perfectly, not even native speakers. They also learn slowly through listening, repeating, and trying again. The most fluent people are not the ones who never make mistakes. They are the ones who make mistakes and keep speaking. So don't stop yourself because of fear. Fear is not your enemy. Silence is. Imagine you are talking to a friend. You want to tell them about your day, but you think, what if I say it wrong? Forget that thought. Just say it. The goal is not to speak like a book. The goal is to speak like a human. Real people use simple sentences. Real people repeat words. Real people pause and think. So speak naturally, not perfectly. Speak like you are telling a story from your heart. When you speak, don't judge yourself. Every sentence you say is a step forward. Every mistake you make is a lesson. Think of your mistakes as small teachers. They are showing you what to fix next. If you don't make them, you don't learn. So be proud when you say something wrong, because it means you are trying. You are learning faster than those who stay silent. Start small. You don't need a partner to speak. Talk to yourself in English. Stand in front of a mirror and describe your day. Say what you are doing. I am making tea. I am reading a book. I am learning English. These small sentences build power. They train your brain to think in English. Over time, speaking becomes natural. Record your voice. Listen to yourself. You may not like your voice at first, but it's okay. Keep going. Each time you record, you'll notice improvement. You'll speak a little faster, a little clearer, and a little more confidently. Progress hides inside practice. You can't see it daily, but it's happening. Speak with people online or in real life if you can. Even short conversations help. Ask a simple question. Answer politely. Smile. Speaking is not only about words, it's about connection. When you connect with people through English, your confidence grows. You start to see English as a bridge, not a barrier. Remember, perfection is not the goal. Progress is. You are not learning to impress anyone, you are learning to express yourself. Every word you speak is a victory. You are proving to yourself that you can do it. So stop waiting. Stop thinking too much. Just open your mouth and speak. Speak proudly. Speak bravely. Speak like someone who believes in their dream. Your English will not be perfect today, but it will be better tomorrow because you spoke today. The best time to start speaking is now. Your voice matters. Your story matters. English is waiting for you to use it. So start small, speak daily, and never be afraid of mistakes. Because every word you say is not just practice, it is progress. And one day, you will look back and realize your brave first words built your fluency. Chapter 5. Practice English in Real Life. Learning English from books is good. Watching lessons is helpful. But if you want to truly grow, you must take English out into the real world. You must make it part of your life. You see, English is not only something to study, it is something to live. The more you use it in real situations, the faster it becomes your friend. Think about how you learned your first language. You didn't study grammar first. You lived with it. You heard it at home, on the street, in every moment of your day. That is why you learned it easily. You were surrounded by it. Now you must do the same with English. You must build an English world around you, even if you don't live in an English-speaking country. Start small. Use English when you do daily things. When you cook, say the names of what you are using. Tomato, salt, water, spoon. When you dress up, say, I am wearing a shirt. I am putting on my shoes. When you walk outside, describe what you see. The sky is blue. The birds are flying. The road is clean. These small sentences may look simple, but they are powerful. They connect your brain, your mouth, and your eyes. They help you think in English, not just translate. If you have a phone, change it to English. When you watch videos, turn on English captions. When you use social media, read English posts and try to comment in English. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to try. Every time you write a small comment, you are practicing. Every message you type is a small piece of progress. The best learning happens when you don't even realize you are learning. When English becomes part of your normal life, you stop feeling scared. You stop seeing it as something foreign. It becomes natural. It becomes you. That's why practicing in real life is so powerful. It builds confidence. It gives you real results. You can also talk to real people. Maybe there's someone in your area who speaks English. Maybe a shopkeeper, a teacher, or a friend. Don't be shy. Start with simple questions. Ask for the time. Ask how they are. Smile when you speak. Even if you only say one sentence, that one sentence is a success. You spoke in English, you did it. If you don't have anyone to talk to, no problem. You can still create practice. Record yourself talking about your day. Make a short video diary. Say how you feel, what you did, and what you plan to do. These small talks are your real lessons. They build courage. They make English part of your story. Every time you use English in real life, you are teaching your brain that this language belongs to you. The fear starts to fade. The confidence starts to grow. Soon you'll be speaking without thinking too much. That's when you know you're improving. Remember, practice is not about being perfect. It's about being brave. Don't wait for the right time or the right place. The world around you is your classroom. Every object, every person, every sound is a chance to learn. When you make English part of your real life, you are no longer just a student. You become a speaker. You become someone who lives in two languages. That is something to be proud of. You are not only learning English, you are changing your life. So from today, stop thinking of English as a subject. Make it your habit. Speak it, live it, and use it wherever you are. The more you practice in real life, the more real your English will become. You have the power to turn every simple moment into a learning moment. Start now, and soon you'll see that the whole world speaks back to you in English. Chapter 6. Read like a learner, not like a student. Many learners think reading in English means sitting with a heavy book and a dictionary. They look up every word. They try to understand every grammar rule. After a few pages, they feel tired and confused. They close the book and think, reading in English is too hard. But the truth is, reading should not feel like a test. It should feel like an adventure. You don't need to read like a student. You need to read like a learner, like someone who loves discovering new worlds through words. When you read like a learner, you don't worry about perfection. You focus on understanding the story, the feeling, the idea. You don't need to know every word to enjoy reading. Think about when you read in your first language as a child. You didn't understand every single word, but you understood enough to feel the story. That is how your brain learns naturally. It looks for meaning, not rules. So let it do that again. Start small. Pick simple books or short stories. Children's stories are perfect because they use common words and beautiful imagination. They make reading fun. You can also read short English blogs, simple articles, or even subtitles of your favorite shows. What matters is not how difficult the text is, but how much you enjoy it. The more you enjoy reading, the more you'll keep doing it. And that is how improvement begins. Don't translate every sentence. Try to guess the meaning from context. If you don't understand a word, skip it. Read the next line. Often, the meaning becomes clear by itself. When you translate too much, your brain gets tired. But when you trust your brain, it learns faster. Reading is not only about learning words, it's about learning rhythm, emotion, and how English feels. When you find a sentence that touches your heart, stop and repeat it aloud. Feel how the words sound together. This helps you remember them easily. Write your favorite lines in a notebook. Use them in your daily speaking practice. These sentences become your building blocks for fluency. You are not just reading stories. You are collecting powerful words for your own life. Reading also builds confidence. The more you read, the more you see familiar words. You start recognizing patterns. You begin to understand grammar naturally, without memorizing. You feel proud when you read a whole story on your own. That small victory fills your heart with courage to keep going. Try to make reading a part of your daily routine. Just 10 minutes a day can change your English completely. Read before bed. Read while drinking tea. Read in the morning to start your day with something positive. Let reading become a habit, not a chore. And don't forget, every reader is different. Some love stories. Some love real facts. Some love quotes or short lessons. Find what excites you. English learning should never feel boring. When you read with interest, your heart helps your brain remember faster. Reading opens doors that grammar books cannot. It takes you into new lives, new places, new emotions. It teaches you how people think, how they feel, how they speak. It helps you become not just a better learner, but a wiser person. So stop being scared of reading. Stop thinking it's too hard. Pick something small. Read one paragraph today. Tomorrow, read two. One day, you'll look back and realize how far you've come. You'll read pages without translating. You'll understand stories without fear. And you'll smile knowing that English is no longer a stranger, it's your friend. Reading is not only for students, it's for dreamers, explorers, and believers like you. So open that book, open your heart, and let English take you on a journey that never ends. Chapter 7. Think in English. Stop translating. This is one of the biggest secrets of fluent English speakers. They don't translate. They think in English. That's why they speak so easily and naturally. Their brain doesn't stop to change words from one language to another. Everything flows like water. But most learners do the opposite. They think in their language first and then try to find English words. That's why they get stuck, slow, and nervous. If you want to speak fast and feel confident, you must train your brain to think directly in English. In the beginning, this feels strange. Your mind will fight it. It will keep trying to translate. But remember, every new skill feels uncomfortable at first, just like learning to ride a bicycle. You fall, you try again, and one day you ride without fear. Thinking in English is the same. You must practice it daily until it becomes natural. Start small. When you wake up, say your first thoughts in English. I feel sleepy. It's a beautiful morning. I have to go to work. These are simple sentences, but they are powerful. You are teaching your brain to express daily life in English. When you go out, think about what you see. The sky is bright. The road is busy. That child is smiling. Don't translate them. Just see, feel, and think in English. Your brain learns what it repeats. The more you use English in your thoughts, the faster it becomes automatic. You can also do it with emotions. If you feel happy, say to yourself, I'm happy today. If you feel tired, say, I need rest. When you connect English with your feelings, it becomes real. It stops being a subject and becomes part of who you are. At first, you will make mistakes. You might forget a word. You might mix sentences. That's fine. Don't stop. Fluency is not about saying everything perfectly. It's about expressing yourself freely. Even if your sentences are short, they are real. They are yours. Every thought in English makes your brain stronger. You can also train your brain with small games. When you are alone, look around and name 5 things in English. When you walk, describe what you're doing. When you cook, speak your actions aloud. I'm cutting vegetables. I'm boiling water. I'm tasting the soup. This simple activity builds deep English thinking. It connects your mind, your words, and your world together. Listening also helps you think in English. The more you hear native sentences, the more your brain copies them. When you hear a line you like, repeat it and imagine using it yourself. For example, if you hear, I'll give it a try, think about when you can say it in your own life. This imagination is powerful. It makes your brain ready for real conversations. You must also stop judging yourself. Don't say, my English is bad. Say, I'm improving. Don't say, I can't think in English. Say, I'm learning to think in English. Words have power. The way you talk to yourself creates your progress. Speak to yourself kindly. Believe in your growth. Thinking in English is not something that happens overnight. It takes patience and practice. But one day, you'll notice something amazing. You'll understand sentences without translating. You'll answer questions before you even realize you're speaking. You'll watch a video and feel like the words are already part of your thoughts. That moment will feel magical. That is when you'll know English has become your second voice. Remember, the goal is not to sound perfect. The goal is to feel free. You are building a new way to express your ideas, your dreams, and your life. So start today. Think in English when you eat, when you walk, when you smile. Every small thought brings you closer to fluency. You don't need permission, you just need practice. Keep going. Every single thought counts. One day, you won't even realize it. But you'll be living in English, not just learning it. And that is the moment you'll know that your dream has become real. Chapter 8. The power of repetition. There is one secret that all great learners know. It is not talent. It is not luck. It is repetition. Repetition is the quiet power that turns small efforts into big results. It is what makes a beginner sound like a confident speaker. It is what helps your brain remember English naturally. You can forget many things in life, but what you repeat again and again stays forever. Think about how a child learns to speak. They don't learn by studying a list of words. They repeat the same words hundreds of times. Mama, Papa, water. They say it again and again until their tongue remembers it. Their brain creates strong connections with each sound. That is why children learn so fast. They are not afraid of repeating. They love it. They enjoy it. That is what you must do too. Repetition is not boring. It is training. Every time you repeat, you are telling your brain, this is important. Please remember it. The brain learns best through practice, not pressure. If you only hear or read something once, you forget it quickly. But if you hear it many times, it becomes part of you. So don't worry about repeating the same lesson or the same sentence. Every time you repeat, you understand more. Make repetition a part of your daily life. Pick one short sentence and say it 10 times. Feel the rhythm, feel the sound. Watch how it becomes easier with every try. Then use that sentence during your day. For example, if you practice, I'm ready to learn, say it when you wake up. Say it before studying. Say it when you feel lazy. Soon your brain connects that sentence with action and motivation. Listening is a great way to repeat naturally. Choose one short audio or video you like. Listen to it again every day. At first, it feels simple, but each time you will hear something new. You will catch small words and sounds that you missed before. That's how your listening becomes sharper. That's how your English starts to feel alive. Writing also helps. If you learn a new word, write it several times. Use it in different sentences. The more you write it, the more comfortable you feel using it. Speak it aloud after writing. Let your eyes, hands, and mouth work together. That is how memory grows stronger. You can even create your own small repetition routine. Morning, listen and repeat. Afternoon, write and review. Night, speak and reflect. You don't need long hours, just short, focused moments. Even 5 minutes of repetition daily can change your English completely. What matters is not the time, but the consistency. Remember, even the best singers practice the same song many times. Even athletes repeat the same move daily. They do it not because they forget, but because they want to master it. Fluency in English is just like music or sports. The more you repeat, the smoother you become. Don't rush your learning. Enjoy the rhythm of repetition. Feel proud every time you say a sentence perfectly after practicing it many times. That is not luck. That is your hard work showing results. Sometimes people around you might say, "You already know that, why repeat it?" But you know better. You are training your brain to make English natural. You are turning new knowledge into a habit. You are building a voice that will stay with you forever. So keep repeating. Repeat your favorite phrases. Repeat your mistakes until they disappear. Repeat your dreams until they sound real. Each time you do it, you move one step closer to fluency. Repetition is not just about memory. It is about becoming the person you want to be. Remember, practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes permanent. The things you repeat become your truth. So fill your days with good sentences, good habits, and good thoughts in English. You are shaping your mind, your language, and your future, one repetition at a time. Chapter 9. Learn English from mistakes. Let's talk about something that scares almost every English learner: making mistakes. Everyone wants to speak perfectly. Everyone wants to sound smart. But here's the truth. The more you try to be perfect, the slower you learn. The more you allow mistakes, the faster you grow. Mistakes are not signs of failure, they are signs that you are trying. They mean you are doing something new, and that is something to be proud of. Think about how you learned to walk. You fell many times. You hurt your knees. You cried. But you never gave up. You stood again and again until walking became natural. Did anyone call you a failure for falling? No, because falling was part of learning. It is the same with English. Every mistake you make is helping you move forward. Every wrong word is part of your journey to fluency. The problem is, most people are afraid to look foolish. They worry about what others will think. They stay quiet even when they want to speak. But silence doesn't help you learn. Mistakes do. If you speak and make errors, you are growing. If you stay silent, you are stuck. Confidence is not built by being perfect. It is built by surviving small moments of imperfection and realizing you are still okay. So from today, change how you see mistakes. When you make one, don't say, "I'm bad at English." Say, "I'm learning something new." Every time you say a wrong sentence, you are giving your brain a chance to fix it next time. Your brain learns best through correction, not through fear. That is how children become fluent so quickly. They speak, they make mistakes, and they learn. Adults can do the same, only if they stop being afraid. If someone corrects you, smile and thank them. Don't feel embarrassed. Feel lucky. Because that correction is a gift. It means someone helped you grow. It means your English is improving. You should celebrate it. The more mistakes you make, the more lessons you collect. Start writing and speaking more often. Don't wait for the right words. Just express yourself. If you don't know a word, use a simple one. If your grammar feels broken, that's fine. Communication is more important than perfection. People don't remember your small mistakes. They remember your confidence, your effort, and your message. Even great speakers make mistakes. They forget words. They say wrong things. But they keep speaking because they know communication matters more than being correct. Your goal is not to sound like a textbook. Your goal is to be understood, to connect, to express who you are. You can even make mistakes your teacher. When you say something wrong, write it down. Look at it later and fix it. Repeat the right version a few times. Next time, your brain will remember. Slowly, your English will become cleaner and smoother. This process works for everyone. You just have to stay patient and kind to yourself. Remember, mistakes are proof that you are moving forward. The people who never make them are the ones who never try. You are different. You are brave enough to try, to speak, to fail, and to improve. That's what makes you special. So don't hide your mistakes. Wear them with pride. They are your medals of progress. Every one of them is a small step toward success. One day, when you speak fluently and confidently, you will look back and realize how every wrong word helped you get there. Fluency is not built by fear. It is built by courage. So keep speaking, keep learning, keep making mistakes. Each one brings you closer to your goal. Remember this simple truth. Mistakes are not the end of learning. They are the beginning of mastery. Chapter 10. Build your daily English routine. If you want your English to grow fast, you must make it a part of your daily life. Not just something you do when you have time, but something you do every single day. Fluency is not built in one big effort. It is built in small daily moments. It is built in the quiet minutes when nobody is watching. A routine turns learning from a struggle into a lifestyle. When you follow it, improvement becomes natural. Think about brushing your teeth. You don't forget it because it's part of your life. You do it automatically. That is what your English practice should feel like. It should become something so simple, so natural, that your day feels incomplete without it. The more you repeat small habits, the stronger they become. And when your habits are strong, your progress never stops. Start by creating a small plan. Don't make it complicated. In the morning, give yourself 10 minutes for English. Listen to something easy. It can be a short story or a motivational talk. As you listen, repeat a few lines aloud. This simple habit trains your ear and your tongue together. It fills your day with English energy right from the start. In the afternoon, do something active. Maybe read a short paragraph from a book or article. Then try to explain it in your own words. You can even talk to yourself and say, "This story is about a boy who is frozen." Or "I learned that this helps your brain organize thoughts in English." It turns knowledge into real speaking power. Evening is a great time for writing. Take a notebook and write a few lines about your day. Don't worry about grammar or spelling. Just write freely. Say how you felt, what you did, what made you smile. These small diary entries are not just writing exercises. They are reflections of your life in English. Every word you write is a piece of your story. Before you sleep, listen again. Choose something peaceful, maybe English affirmations or slow stories. Let English be the last voice you hear before you close your eyes. While you sleep, your brain continues working. It remembers the sounds and sentences. You are improving even in your dreams. Your daily routine doesn't have to be long. Even 15 minutes can change everything if you are consistent. The key is not time. The key is discipline. You can miss one day, but never two in a row. Promise yourself that English will always have a place in your day. It doesn't matter how busy you are. You can always find small moments. Waiting for a bus, cooking, walking, or cleaning. Every moment is a chance to practice. A routine gives you focus. It removes confusion. You no longer ask, "What should I do today?" because your plan is ready. You just follow it. Step by step, it becomes a part of your life. Soon you will notice something beautiful. You will start thinking in English without trying. You will speak without fear. You will write with confidence. And it all starts with one simple routine. Remember, your goal is not perfection. Your goal is consistency. You are not racing anyone. You are building yourself. And that takes time, patience, and heart. But every day you practice, you are proving to yourself that you can do it. So build your daily English routine today. Make it your habit, your morning friend, your evening peace. Let English walk beside you in every moment of your life. Because when learning becomes part of your day, success becomes part of your future. Chapter 11. Stay motivated when it gets hard. Every learner reaches a point where things feel heavy. You wake up one day and your English feels slow. You try to speak, but words don't come. You listen, but understand little. You start to think, "Maybe I'm not good enough." My friend, that is not failure. That is part of the journey. Every person who learned English, or any skill, has walked through this same feeling. It is the moment that tests your strength. And if you keep going, it becomes the moment that changes everything. Motivation is not magic. It doesn't come from the sky. It comes from inside you. It comes from remembering why you started. Maybe you wanted a better job. Maybe you wanted to travel. Maybe you just wanted to express your heart in a new language. Whatever your reason is, keep it close. When learning feels hard, close your eyes and remember that reason. Feel it again. That reason is your power. It will push you forward when your mind tells you to stop. Sometimes you will see others speaking better than you. They will sound confident, fluent, and fast. And you will start comparing yourself. You will feel small. But remember, you are only seeing their success, not their struggle. You didn't see their lonely nights of practice. You didn't see their mistakes or the times they almost gave up. Every fluent person once felt exactly like you. The only difference is they didn't quit. They kept going when it was hard. And that's what you must do too. When you feel tired, slow down but don't stop. Even a small step forward is progress. Maybe you can't study for an hour today, but you can listen for 5 minutes. Maybe you can't write a paragraph, but you can speak one sentence. Those small moments matter. The small steps you take on hard days count more than the big ones you take on easy days. Because those steps are proof that your dream is stronger than your excuses. Be kind to yourself. You are learning something amazing. You are learning to communicate with the world. That is not easy. It takes courage, patience, and love for yourself. Don't punish yourself for forgetting words. Don't feel sad if you make mistakes. Every mistake is teaching you something new. Every forgotten word is waiting to return when you meet it again. Learning is not a straight line. It is full of ups and downs, but every turn brings you closer to fluency. Find small ways to stay inspired. Watch success stories of other English learners. Listen to songs that lift your mood. Read positive quotes. Talk to people who support your dream. Write down your achievements, even the smallest ones. Did you understand a video better today? Write it down. Did you speak one full sentence without fear? Celebrate it. These little victories will fill your heart with new energy. Motivation is like a fire. It can burn bright one day and fade the next. That's why you must keep feeding it. Feed it with hope, with small wins, with belief in yourself. When you keep showing up every day, even when it's hard, you are proving something powerful. You are proving that you are serious. You are proving that you are not giving up on yourself. One day, you will look back and smile at the days when you wanted to quit. You will say, "I'm glad I didn't stop." You will realize that those hard days were the ones that built your strength. The days that tested you were the days that transformed you. So when it gets hard, don't run away. Take a deep breath. Remind yourself why you started and keep moving forward, one small step at a time. You are not failing. You are growing. You are becoming stronger, smarter, and more confident. And very soon, your English will show it. Keep your head up, keep your heart open, and keep your dream alive. Because the hard days will pass, but your progress will stay forever. Chapter 12. Your English journey never ends. You have come so far. You started with doubt, maybe even fear. You wondered if English was too big for you. But look at you now. You've learned, practiced, spoken, and believed. You didn't stop when it got hard. You didn't give up when you made mistakes. You kept going. That is what makes you different. That is what makes you a true learner. Learning English is not just about words or grammar. It is about growth. It changes how you see the world. It opens new doors, new friendships, new dreams. Every new word you learn is a new piece of freedom. You can understand more people. You can express more feelings. You can explore more ideas. You become bigger than you were before. That is the real power of learning a language. It transforms not only how you speak, but who you are becoming. But remember something important. There is no finish line. There is no moment when you can say, "Now I am done." English, like life, keeps moving. You will keep discovering new things. Even native speakers learn new words every day. So don't wait for a day when everything becomes perfect. That day doesn't exist. What exists is today, this moment, this chance to keep learning with joy. You must see English as a part of your life, not a goal to be completed. Speak it every day, think in it, listen to it, live with it, let it travel with you. Make it your companion, your friend. Some days you will speak easily. Other days you might struggle, but that's okay. That's how every journey feels. What matters is that you never stop walking. There will be times when you look back and think, "I'm still not fluent." But then you'll realize you understand more than before. You'll remember how difficult it once was to say even one sentence. Now you can speak, think, and feel in English. That is success. Fluency is not about speed, it is about comfort. It is about being brave enough to keep improving even when no one is watching. Be proud of yourself. You've done what many people only dream of doing. You took the first step, and then another, and another. You built habits. You fought fear. You kept believing. That belief is what makes your journey beautiful. The person you are becoming is someone who doesn't quit, someone who learns with love, someone who inspires others to do the same. Keep your curiosity alive. Watch new stories, read new books, listen to new voices, learn from the world. Each new experience will give you more English and more wisdom. You are no longer just a learner. You are a communicator. You can share your thoughts, your feelings, and your story with people around the world. That is something powerful. That is something worth celebrating. Your journey will continue every day, and that is the best part. There will always be something new to learn, something new to understand. That is what makes it exciting. English is not just a language. It is your lifelong companion, your teacher, and your key to endless possibilities. So keep your heart open, keep your mind active, keep your dream strong. You are not at the end of your journey. You are at a beautiful new beginning. Every day is a chance to grow, to speak, to shine a little brighter. Be proud of yourself. Smile at how far you've come, and remember this forever. You don't have to be perfect to be amazing. You already are. Your English journey never ends, and that's what makes it wonderful. If you felt inspired today, don't stop here. Start your English journey right now. Speak one sentence today. Tell me in the comments what your English dream is. Like this video if it helped you, and subscribe to the channel so we can keep learning and growing together. Your English story starts today, and I'm here to help you every step of the way.